Hello, yeah, good morning, Najawa's family. Good morning to every one of you. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Please help us to share this broadcast and let's do this together. How you guys doing today? How you guys doing today? As you all can see, there's a lot currently going on right now in PDP. Yes, we're going to be talking about this. Our brother, Mr. Stephen Ramato, is going to be taking us through on this. And we are going to take a discussion on this as well because I can see on the news review, a lot of people show interest on this particular topic. So because of that, we're going to have extension on this discussion. So meanwhile, before I will put out a link for people to join me, I would like us to listen to our brother, Mr. Stephen Ramato, on what he have to say on this topic that is currently going on. Is trust me, trust me, is a serious one. It's a serious one. Before that, I would like to also extend on on the article, that my admin actually presented to you guys earlier on the news review. So this particular article right here, I would like to extend on it. Please help us to share this particular broadcast and let others know that we are right here. Thank you, my people. All right, as you can see right there, running mates, Wike Okowa's, Clash Autumn, and many, many more. He tried threatening Atiku. As you know, yesterday we talked about the same thing when the governor, Autumn, came out to spill out everything. He said that I don't care. Whatever anybody will say, I have to say it how it is. Wike is my man, and out of 17 committee that was set up, to follow up with the case or the competition between Okowas and Wike on the presidential uh, running mates. 14 of these 17 committee voted for Wike, but they all surprised that Okowa was chosen above Wike, who only three voted for. So now there's fire on the mountain. Yeah, there's fire on the mountain. And now Fayose came out to talk on this as well. I'm going to read right here. Yes, I was starting from here. Benue State Governor Simon Otom on Wednesday accused the presidential candidate of the People Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, of failing to honor the democratic choice in selection of his running mates. Otom also noted that the failure of Atiku to reach out to the governor of Rivers State, Weston Wike, and some other aggrieved members of the party after picking Governor Godwin Okowa of Delta State as his vice presidential candidate. Otom spoke in interview on Arise TV as Ekiti State Governor Ayo Fayose demanded Southern presidency, but loyalists of Okowa and Wike disagree over Autumn's statement on how Atiku picked his running mates. Okowa aides and loyalists who spoke in separate interview with the Punch said the party had gone beyond blame game and was focused on winning the 2023 election. I don't want to win with all this fight and the fight. So, the God of Peter Obi is currently working on these people. Let me continue. Wike loyalists in their reactions in an interview with one of our correspondents back autumn and faulted the process that led to the choice of Okowa. So I will follow up with this. Following his victory at the PDP convention, where he defeated Wike and other contenders for presidential ticket, Atiku has written to the leadership of the PDP to aid his choice of selecting a running mate. The PDP National Chairman, Senator Aisha Ayu, consequently set up a 17-man committee which recommended Wike and the governor of Delta State, Ifeanyi Okowa, and Akwa Ibom Odom Emmanuel. Atiku, however, went with the choice of Okowa. That means I'll stop that right there. And people, for you guys to know what is going on right here. a 17-man. I said this yesterday, right? On our discussion last night. They set up a 17-man committee, right? I don't know why they set it up, if to confuse Nigerians or to confuse their own party, I don't know. But they set up a 17-man committee, but the decision did not come from them. It's like they just want to put it out there. Maybe it's the process, or I don't know how they're doing it. So out of that 17, 14 voted for Wike, while only 3 voted for Okowa. Then Atiku came out to say, no, now Okowa, now me want. Yeah, I'll continue. Atiku, however, went with his own choice. But Autumn was a member of the committee, disclosed that 14 out of the 17-man committee voted in favor of Wike. The Benue State governor, in the interview with Arise TV, stated, I was among the 17th committee that was set up by the candidate himself, and some of us said Wike should be vice president. We discussed that in our meeting, and we said it did not matter if he had supported the presidential candidate or not, but all that we need is unity and how to make things work. Unfortunately, the candidate himself picked Okowa. Some of us have resorted to prayers. I was really confused because felt Wike would have been the vice president. He was the second person to Atiku. Wike has charisma. All of us have our own weak points. So let's continue. Speaking for that, I'm praying to God and all that. We read all this yesterday, but I would like to see what Fayose is saying right now. Fayose, an ally of Wike, who also contested against Atiku for the party ticket, took to his official Twitter handle. Yes, and Fayose and I talk so. The tweet read, and I quote, the PDP constitution provide for a rotational presidency. Section 3C provide that the party shall pursue its aims and objectives by adhering to the policy of the rotation and zoning of party public elective office in pursuance of the principle of equity, justice, and fairness. Continue. The current president of Nigeria is a 2-term northern presidency, thus implying that it must be a southern presidency in 2023 or nothing. Our South low can, it's the stone of the South. Nigerians should await details soon. Fayose had tweeted, we will not take this, not from anybody. We fight back. Before Autumn and Fayose outburst, PDP leaders in Ekiti State had complained about Atiku's failure to campaign for the party's governorship candidate, BC Kolawolo, who lost to the All Progressive Congress in the June 18 poll. Angry party leaders blame Atiku and the PDP chairman for the loss, saying their refusal to campaign for the party in Ekiti was responsible. The party had June 9 constituted on the 80-member National Campaign Council, but the council, like Ayu and Atiku, didn't visit the state to campaign for the candidate, thus generating bad blood in the party. We all will need to sit down and make a further decision. So my people, it's a serious case right now. It's a serious case, as you see these people, they're already fighting themselves. This is what I want though, because it's already obvious now that the God that is working for Peter Obi is a powerful God. Because the Nigerians, the real Nigerians that want to change, the real Nigerians that don't want to die in the hands of these devilish leaders, they are praying. God is gradually answering our prayers. As for me, I wouldn't want to stand for my generation to waste away in the like of you must vote for Atiku or vote for Tinubu. No, these people don't have anything to offer to any of us as Nigerians. Nothing at all. So we must say it how it is, fight for yourself. I understand some people fighting for Tinubu or Atiku. Let them continue to fight. Everybody are entitled to what they want. But as for me, you can see what is currently going on right now. I would like our brother to talk to us before I will take calls. I'll put out the link. We have our brother, Mr. Stephen Ramato, to talk to us or take us through on this particular case that is going on right now. Thank you very much, my people. Please endeavor to share and like this broadcast so that YouTube can recommend this particular video to others. You know what that means. Your comments, my talk, your contribution, anyhow, directly or indirectly, will be carried, which will be recommended to others that have not seen it. All of us. It's an awareness. So talk about it, share the video, like the video, subscribe to Nigeria Watch if you have not done so. If you're new on this platform, thank you very much, my people. Let's listen to our brother, Mr. Stephen Ramato, on this.
One short and very direct. There have been a lot of kasala on the social media space between Atiku Abubakar, who is the presidential candidate of the People Democratic Party. We have the likes of Governor Okowa of Delta State, who is the vice president candidate of the People Democratic Party, and the lion of the South, the lion of the Niger Delta, Governor Wike of River State. Guys, you all know after the primaries that dollar reigned, and Governor Wike had been so quiet. It's unlike him. His silence has become so good that people begin to wonder why is he keeping so quiet. In the last few weeks, as you guys could know, Governor Wike, abode has become like a Mecca. It has become a Jerusalem. Where all political gladiators, around, Nigeria goes to visit. The likes of the leader of the obedient movement, Peter Obi, was there. The likes of Kwankwaso, Rabiu Kwankwaso of the NNPP was there. And a few days ago, we heard that Joey Bokwe of the APC said very soon that Governor Wike will be meeting with President Muhammadu Buhari and some other top APC political, leaders. And also we also know how the PDP also sent some, strong delegates to go and see Governor Wike of River State. The guy refused to say nothing. He would just come outside, he would smile and return back. And yesterday, listen guys, I have to actually applaud Governor Otom Samuel of Benue State. He's a man, with boldness. He had balls. I actually love people who can stand up to bullies. I love people who can stand up to injustice. I love people who can stand up to fairness. When someone is being treated unfairly, I love people that will say, this is wrong. I'm not in support of any of these guys. I'm just coming somewhere right now. Because to those of us who are the obedient, people, this is an advantage for us. Okay? And thank God that our principal is already there to talk to Governor Wike, and we're going to speak to him very soon to actually come in and rode on the back of the people. He has been the people's governor. He has been one who actually has so much interest on the development of the youth in his community. He has fought crime to the barest minimum. So it's an opportunity for him to jump on the bandwagon of the obedient movement, and let's rescue Nigeria from these people. Listen, guys. Now, Governor Samuel Otom in Arise TV spoke the truth. He said a 17-man committee was set up to actually navigate to get a presidential vice candidate for Atiku Abubakar. And at the end of the day, it was zoned to the south. It was zeroed down to Okowa and Atiku. And Wike. And Governor Otom said in his interview that 14 out of the 17 member committee chose Wike as the rightful candidate for the position of the vice president. Their reason was, based on what Samuel said, that Wike is not just a mobilizer. It's not just a bulldozer. He also fought gallantly during their dollar rain primaries to come not a distant second, a very close second to Atiku Abubakar. Because of the momentum that Governor Wike has already gathered during the primary, it would have been fair that he was given such a slot to now stabilize the chances of winning the presidency by the People's Democratic Party. So they unanimously agreed, 14 against 3, agreed that Wike should be the man. Colonel Otto said, and they passed such an information to the presidential candidate, Atiku Abubakar, which if he vehemently rejected. Now, this is where I'm coming in from. Now, how do you expect a man who cannot stand by his words to actually tell Nigerians, you're going to fix Nigerian and will believe? Atiku came out, told the nation that he's going to set up a 17-man committee, that whosoever the committee chooses, the party chooses, will be its running mate. They gave them the guidelines, and they called each and every one of these people for a proper interview. They screened them. They went through screening. They drilled them based on some Otton's, interview. Now, at the end of the day, they found out that one of this guy is far better based on quality, quantity, and availability. When they decide to say, okay, sir, it's not remember that it's not the president yet, it's just a candidate. He has begun to exhibit this authoritarian tendency. So you will not imagine in the Nigeria presidency when the president is like a demigod. I tell you guys, Atiku will be worse than Buhari. There's no hope in Atiku. There's no hope in Tinubu. These guys are tyrants. These guys are power drunk. And these guys, all they needed is to sit and be called one-time president. I told you guys, in 2003, during the presidential primaries of the People's Democratic Party, the vice president, then the same Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, stood against his principal, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo. He went around the states in Nigeria to make sure that Olusegun Obasanjo is not returned back as the presidential candidate for the second term, a vice president. With the likes of James Ibori of Delta State. The same again, he has gone back to Delta to pick another Okowa to betray the South. People will forget history. James Ibori was one of the strong pillars of Atiku Abubakar to knock out Obasanjo from second term. It was a diamond appealed by some of the governors from the north and some other chieftaincies at the Eagle Square in Abuja on the day of the primary. That this same Atiku Abubakar had to step down for Obasanjo. He contested against his own boss. It was also in the time of this man's vice presidency that the vice president was operating equal power with his boss. Having known who he is, having known the kind of character that he is, having known that he's power drunk, having known that he's a tyrant, a bully, and he has already sat down to estray Governor Nyesom Wike of Rivers State, that they are of the same character, that a man with a strong will that would not be allowed to be cajoled up and down the way he was during the government of Obasanjo. He decided he doesn't want one that will want to actually control him. He doesn't want one that will say a thing that will be different from what he says. He wanted the likes of Osibanjo. Then he went to Okowa. Okowa does not even talk, cannot even talk. He's a weakling. Everybody knows that in Delta State. Ask every Delta. One that will sit there like Osibanjo and his people will be slaughtered. One that will sit there like Osibanjo and the Fulanis will take over and invade our forest the more. One that will sit there like Osibanjo and there will be a massacre killing in the east through the unknown government. One that will sit like Osibanjo and make sure that the entire forest of Edo and all the southern states are being invaded by bandits from Futajelon. Is such a man that you guys want to vote for? A man that cannot stand by his words? How do you think all the promises he's going to give to you now is going to stand by them? Do not forget Buhari 1 naira to $1. Do not forget Buhari 67 naira per liter. Do not forget Buhari that is going to end insecurity in 6 months. Do not forget Buhari that is going to turn Nigeria economy into an hub of investment. Do not forget Buhari that he said everything that we suffered in the hands of the PDPs will be reversed. Do not forget Buhari that says he's going to fix electricity, that we're going to have a 24-hour power supply, 7 days in a week, 365 days in a year. Do not forget Buhari that says children will be fed in school on daily basis. Do not forget Buhari that the unemployed will be paid some stipends as monthly stipends. Do not forget the Buhari that promised heaven and earth in 2015. They lied to us because they actually seen through us that we love to listen to lies than facing the reality. Rather than they came in, the same Atiku Abubakar was one of those who campaigned for Buhari throughout the Federation. The same Atiku Abubakar was the one that actually prepared this disaster that is on our nation today upon us. Do not forget, a tweet was made by Atiku Abubakar Twitter handle over the death of Deborah Samuel. And the moment there was an outburst in the north, some fanatical Muslims threatened him that he was not going to win an election. Do not forget that the same Atiku Abubakar deleted the tweet. Is unstable like the waters. It can't be trusted. In a time like this, in a critical time like this, Atiku Abubakar is not the right man for the position of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He has been tested, but he has a distrust. In his time as the vice president of Nigeria, he was actually in charge of the privatization of our national assets. This same man sold everything that Nigeria had to himself and his friends. No wonder they asked him in 2019, are you going to enrich your friends? He said, why not? If I don't enrich my friends, what did I gain? Is that the kind of man you want to give the position of the #1 citizen to in a time like this? A man that sold NEPA. Today, NEPA is worse than what it was when the privatization came in. Go check the clauses on the privatization of NEPA. Nobody can revoke it. But if you want to set Funke away from Benin, they couldn't do it. Because there are clauses in that very particular contract that is unrevocable, even whether they perform or not. Go check it. This man, Atiku Abubakar, sat on that very particular privatization as a chairman. He sold our assets. Today, NITA is dead completely. There's no NITA anymore. It's dead. Every of the company that was privatized under Atiku Abubakar chairmanship, tell me one that is functioning to its optimal capacity. Tell me one that is functioning the way they were before the coming in of the privatization. A man that cannot hold on to his words is a man you can believe in. Do you guys know right now? It's in Dubai. This man doesn't stay in Nigeria. Doesn't give a hoot about anybody. It's in Dubai right now, enjoying his life when Nigerians are wallowing in poverty, when Nigerians are wallowing in continuous killing. We all just knew what happened in Kaduna. The train was attacked again. We all knew how they were raining bullets from a shopper on the villagers that were defending themselves against the bandits. A man that could not hold on to his promises to his party men. Is that the man that you think is going to come if being brought through to become the president? We honor what he told you during the campaign period. Except we want to return back to Egypt. We want to return back to that era where few people will make so much money and the others will become beggars. But we of the obedient movement, we have decided to take our destinies into our hands. Someone says this is take it back movement. It's not going to go anywhere. This has gone beyond take it back movement. It will go a little bit far. A man that can be trusted, is kind of man you guys want to actually become the president. I don't like Tinubu. No, I don't like Tinubu. But at least to some level, Tinubu better pass Atiku. If you put Tinubu and Atiku down, Obi is not there. I should make a choice. I will choose Tinubu over Atiku. I'm going to talk about Tinubu another day, but for today, I will choose Tinubu over Atiku. Can you tell me politically who Atiku has actually helped? In his years from SDP, do you know Atiku actually contested with M. Kwabiola? You go and ask. 1992. Atiku contested with Mko Abiola in 1992. Tell me, where are the people that he has built over time? That shows that he's a greedy politician. Tell me, where are the people he has built over time? No. But at least, forget about whatever Tinubu is doing. Forget about his criminal records. Forget about his non-certificate issue. But at least there are people today that you can say, this is Tinubu's boy. This is Tinubu's boy. This is Tinubu's boy. He's a man that believes, even if I don't go there, I have the intention, but if I don't go there also, someone should be able to go. A man that put men together, 17 men, make una go choose VP for me. By una self. Anything una choose, I accept. These men went to work. They been running from pillar to post. The end they came out, okay, based on our findings, based of everything, Wike is the man we need. He told them, no, I'm not going to take Wike. I'm taking Okowa. What was the yardstick? Nothing. Because I'm the vice president, my decision is final. So imagine when the man now become president. What do you think will happen to Nigeria? Guys, we'll wake up. Well, we need to wake up. Obasanjo never lied. He said, Atiku is a liar. Atiku is a betrayer. Atiku can sell you for money. Atiku can pay his way to get whatsoever he wants. Listen, I'm not joking. Go and read the book, My Watch, by Olusegun Obasanjo. He atomized the negative quality of Atiku Abubakar. Clearly, he atomized it. It's there, it's there. And he just displayed one, even when he has not gone far. Is that the man you guys want to make president? Except we want us to return back to the desert era, to the stone age. That's when such a man can return back. All this way, he actually made himself. He has not made nobody. If Atiku dies today, his political dynasty has ended. The G7 will be the G4, where he belongs to, where Alex Ekweme belongs to, where Anthony Naro belongs to. He's the one that is there now. What has he done with it? Nothing. He's only using it to enrich himself and to better his lots. Is that the man people want? Say Atiku is a unifier. Who does he unify? He married a woman, and so what do you concern me? Who has he unified? They are killings in Kaduna State. Has he made a statement? The killings in Owo Catholic Church. Did he make a statement? He is of the Fulani extraction. And he's a Muslim, a core Muslim. Even when the Sultan was making a statement, he didn't make any statement because he was scared of what those people would do if he actually had to say the truth. Right? Because of that, he decided to keep quiet and said nothing. Is that the kind of president that you want? Is Okowa the kind of vice president that the Nigerian people want us of today? Tell me this. A man that can even talk. Okowa is another serial betrayer. Ex-Governor James Ibori was in prison in London when he told Imam Oduara, that Okowa should be the next governor of Delta State. They picked Okowa from nowhere and made him the governor. Today, Okowa is fighting the finger that facing him. Is that the kind of people you people actually want as president and vice president? People said Okowa has actually worked Do you know how much data City makes? Do you know how much data makes? Can you compare the money that data makes with the money that Borno makes? Or the money that Edo State makes? Both of them are they are serial betrayers. That's who they are. Now, Wike is quiet and everybody's scared. Now, Wike is quiet and everybody's scared. Why is he quiet? His quietness, his silence has become so golden. The people are running from pillar to post. And Samato said this morning, or yesterday, that Atiku said he called Wike. Called who? You have already offended someone. Because Wike was aware of the outcome of the election. It was rigged out. That's what it means. A serial rigger. That's what Atiku is. He just showed it. He rigged his way $2. Now he had to rig out Wike in a fair, square election that was already conducted. Because he had the power, he changes it. That's what happened there, guys. The election was free and fair. There was reasons why Wike was chosen as a VP. Because he has the final say. He altered the election. That's what this same man did in 2015 against Goodluck Jonathan. He altered it and refused to give a hoot about it. Now he's putting a call across the Wike. He said Wike refused to pick his call. Why will he pick your call? Oh God. You offended him, like Otom said. Go and meet him. There's no pride in all this nonsense. Go and meet Wike and speak to Wike. But I'm going to say, the Lion of South do not accept any plead from him. Once beaten, twice shy. People said Delta State had more votes in the last election than River State. I said, if you knew what happened in River, if you knew what happened in River State, if you remember the federal might that was there through Amici against Wike, you will not even see what they are saying. If you know the level of bullying that Wike went through in the hands of Rotimi Amici in 2015 and 2019, you will not even see what they are saying. But against all odds, he stood his ground and he won. Do not forget, Amici was the governor when Wike won him and his candidate. With all the power might, because River State was the central point in the South for APC government to win. They were ready to win it at all costs. They did everything because of the bulldozer that Wike is. He stood his ground and defeated them in all the elections. Well, what did Okowa do? He did nothing. He was riding on the back of a Ibori. Guys, Atiku is a failure as far as I'm concerned. Okowa is a betrayer of trust. Let's think deep. Let's think deep beyond the surface. Let's rescue Nigeria from this bunch of criminals. Nigeria needs to be rescued. And it is the job of you and I to send this country out of the woods into the high hills where we can be seen and we can be respected. With the lack of Atiku that cannot go to America, it's difficult for us. With the lack of Tinubu now that his certificate is dancing kulukere on the social media space. And these are the kind of people that we can actually give our nation to, our future for. People that can't even be trusted in the smallest possible thing. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. In the smallest possible things, they can't be trusted. Smallest possible things. They can't be trusted. Are they the kind of people that we want? Are they the people that we are actually wanting to work with? Put our confidence on? Put the trust of this nation of over 200 million people on? That can't be trusted in the smallest thing? How can a man say he went to University of Chicago? He has no primary, he has no secondary school result. He didn't attend. That not be juju be that. A man that had no primary, secondary school educational background can be admitted into a university? I have not heard of that before. And if even you finish your first degree, you want to go for your second degree, you'll be asked to provide your secondary school, at least your secondary school, to back up your BSc or your BA or wherever, this thing you got in your first degree. Is that kind of people that we actually want to entrust our common word for? Guys, we need to wake up. We need to wake up, guys. This is time for us to actually sit down and obediently dig deep and see how Nigeria can be rescued from the woods. We have suffered too much in the midst of many. Do you know that Nigeria has the second largest number of gold in Africa? After South Africa. We have the second largest deposit of gold in the whole of Africa. Nigeria. South Africa uses their gold as their first revenue generating source. Gold does not provide us money at all. They say the gold in Zamfara is more than the gold in many countries put together. Only in Zamfara state. Are these kind of people that we actually want to work with, my brothers? Let's bring in a trader like Joe Ibokwe called Peter Obi. Says a trader. Let's bring him a trader. Let him come and trade with Nigeria. So that we can trade out of poverty. Let him come and show us the way out of all this brouhaha. Atiku should be trusted. Basoja have warned us. He even said of late that he said the mistake of his life. The first mistake was him choosing Atiku as his vice president. Said it was a mistake. A few days ago, when the children went to the presidential library, he told them there, he said it was a mistake for him to have chosen Atiku Abubakar as his VP. If Atiku was a mistake to Obasanjo, But he's telling us, if you chose him, you're going to be a mistake to Nigerians. I will advise you guys, those of you who are article-looted, to start seeing from the perspective of the obedient citizens of Nigeria, who really wants to take Nigerians away from the wolves obediently and selflessly. A man that pays as much as $50,000 per candidate will come back there and get his money out of that place. Let's be wise. Let's put political affiliation aside. Let's work on the integrity of these people, that they can be able to lead us out of the woods into the journey of a better Nigeria. The country is sinking. We need a nation that we can be proud of. Atiku is not the man that will take us there. He does not have that character in him. All we needed is a man that understands the feeling of the less privileged. Do you know Atiku Abubakar has a university in Nigeria? Atiku is one of the most expensive universities anybody can ever go to. Too expensive for the poor man to attend. Should that shock you guys? Despite the university Atiku Abubakar has in Nigeria, his children studies abroad. Oh, cool, man. He has a university in Nigeria, but his children studies abroad. That even shows that he does not even trust his own school. The school that he is operating, Atiku Abubakar does not even trust it at all, to allow his children to pass through the four walls of the institution. Is that kind of a man that will actually want to come and govern us? A man that does not even believe in himself. After the primaries, he ran to Dubai for medical attention. They said he went to go and relax. He was wearing short knicker and shirt, taking pictures up and down. He has now become, a model, all in the bid to cajole us into accepting him back with a fraudulent mind. Don't also forget, guys, before I round off this, because I'm starting work by 8. In 2003, Buhari came and contested. In 2007, Buhari came and contested. In 2011, Buhari came and contested. In 2015, Buhari came and contested. Many of us began to believe in Buhari as the Abraham Lincoln of Nigeria. Let me tell you why they called Buhari the Messiah. Because that was what Abraham Lincoln did. He failed all through. Until it went again, he won, and he became the best president that America has ever had. On the consistency of Buhari coming to power, people began to believe that he actually has something to offer. After the 2011 election, that he went to Go Square and cried and said he was not going to contest again. That the people have lost, a good leader. Many people cried with him, believing, another Awolowo is about to be lost. The likes of Tinubu and Co went to him, according to Tinubu, to go and beg Buhari to return back in 2015. That they're going to give him a platform, a more larger, more elaborate platform for him to contest. And thanks be to God, Buhari won the election in 2015. That's why he didn't win anyways. But he won. He was sworn in. And he said in 6 months, Nigeria is going to be like a paradise. But today, Nigeria is worse than hell. People die now. We have lost count of people. Was it not a few days ago on Sunday that a priest was picked up from his house in a donut, and in less than 3 hours, he was murdered? That is the country we are. No news picked it. Just a little fight in Sweden where I lived before. A little fight in Sweden where I lived. The Prime Minister flew helicopter to a fight between the Muslim community and the Swedish community. Just a fight. He flew an helicopter there and had a world press conference right at the middle of the fight. Few days ago, Owo massacre, nobody talked about it. Now a priest was killed here, nobody talked about it. Another was killed again in Kaduna, nobody talked about it. There was a bomb on the Kaduna Abuja train, again, nobody talked about it. One of the guys that was shot, the federal government is begging the kidnapper now to release him so he doesn't die, in their custody. That is the kind of people we have. We all know, even here in Benin, few days ago, there was some boys who were actually harassing this place. It was not the vigilante, the local vigilante, that went to that place to fight them. Local vigilante who lives within that vicinity went there to chase them out. It's become like so bold. They are so bold to do whatever they want to do now. Is that the Nigeria you want to hand over again to the same group of people? Atiku Abubakar contested in 2003 against the passenger. He contested in 2007. No, he didn't contest in 2007. Yeah? No, he didn't contest in 2007. It now came in 2011. Consider Ekegolo Jonathan under AC. Under AC. Then he now came back in 2015. He contested with Buhari and lost to Buhari during the primaries. He now left the party and returned to PDP in 2019. He had contested under Buhari and lose. Now he has come again in 2023. He has consistently, in the last 6 seasons of electionary cycle, he has consistently want to get power at all costs. Do you know how many billions of dollars he has lost? To many of these people, politics is a business, not a game. To them, they believe politics is a means of livelihood. So now he has been investing, is waiting for an opportunity for him to cash out. Such a man shouldn't be given power. Because if you do, all the monies he has spent from 2023 from 2003 to 2023, 20 years on the line, he wants to pick them up. Yeah. He will want to pick them up. So the best you do is to discard such a person. Is to discard such a person. All we need to do right now, we need to start pushing on our ticket card. Nigerians, this is high time we wake up. For the youth, let's get our PVCs. Except we don't want a better Nigeria for tomorrow. Let's get our PVCs. Let's begin to sensitize the people on how to make Nigeria a better place. This guy is going to deceive you with religion. They're going to deceive you with ethnic and tribe. That's what they do. They're good at that. Very, very good at that. But let me tell you, one thing I've learned from politics is that these people do not believe in religion. These people do not believe in ethnicity. When they steal blind. But when they want to get across to the masses, they bring in these two vital ingredients: religion and ethnicity, to be able to cajole you into believing that they are for you. Those of you who said Buhari was the best, what is happening in Katsina State today? It's a mess. He doesn't care about you. But when the son had an accident with a power bike, he flew the son out of Nigeria to Germany to go and do brain surgery. They kill you there. You just sit in Aso Villa, say nothing. Rather, highest he will do, one of his aides will write something, put on the social media, give to news press, and that ends it. So let's wake up. Atiku is not the man. We must decide where the pendulum will go to. If the youth face this time again, maybe then Somalia will be better than Nigeria. Thank you guys. I appreciate it right now. A quick one for today. I need to go back to office now. Thank you. God bless you. And have a blessed day.
All right. Thank you very much, my people, for your time with us right there. Before we can move on right now, as you all know, we have a broadcast every day, Monday to Thursday, 5 p.m., while Friday is our normal debate, which is 6 p.m. But on this particular one, I would like to ask on the comment section, should we expatiate on it by putting out a link so that we talk on it, or should we just wait for 5 p.m. and talk everything together? Okay, I'm going to carry people along with this, although my take is for us to just wait till 5 p.m. But because I stated it from the beginning, so let me see what you guys think about this. If you want to talk on this, let us know, or we wait till 5 p.m. because we're still going to have the same topic again with other topic, because it's a big war right now, big fire on the mountain and inside PDP. I don't see how they are going to survive this, while we wait, let me go to the comment section to see what is going on here. You guys should also remember that APC is also facing their own problem as we speak. Tinubu not get certificates. There's no two ways you guys will say this. If he really have a certificate, let him go back to the university where he studied and reprint his certificate. Print it out, show us, and let all of us move on. That's it. So that's just it. Okay. Or if you want to call in on this, because somebody trying to call in right now, if you want to call in on this one, yeah, you can. If you want to call in, tell us what you think about this, or should we just wait till 5 p.m.? Please let me know, or we'll make a decision right now. Okay, what will happen? Let us just wait till 5 p.m. You see, I didn't post the link at all because I needed to be sure. So the link, I deliberately didn't post it. But 5 p.m., everyone get ready and let's do this together. Appreciate every one of you. And Jawash family, please help us to share and like our videos as well. Thank you very much. I can see on the comment section, I can see Mary Daniel. Thank you very much. Good morning to you. Al, I see you right there. Thank you very much. Mommy, the asked for Ramadan of all. Thank Thank you very much. Good morning once again. Big OE, I can see right there. Thank you very much. Good morning to every one of you. Jolly Ogbemudia is right there with your Kingsley face with us. Um, there's a name here. Love. Ise Love. Okay. Essay Love. But the other name I could not pronounce it. Thank you very much for joining us. I appreciate you. Um, I can see more people. Osas Edos is with us. Sagogo Konrai. Patricia Enofe, my dear sister. Thank you very much for joining us. Edoma Root. Thank you. Thank you. Emmanuel Peter. Thank you. Mataya. Good morning to every one of you. Helen, thanks for joining us. Good morning. Umo Sunday, thank you very much for joining us. I appreciate you. Um, yeah, please just hold on and let me see if this call is related to this. All right, my people. Okay. My people just called right now that we should just wait because we have another program by 2 p.m. Okay, that just came up now. 2 p.m. this afternoon, we have a program. 5 p.m. we have another program. So please endeavor to join us. If you have not subscribed to Nigeria Watch, please do so that you'll be notified. Rather, being told. Just click the notification button, and always join us. Be the first to know that we are live so that you can join us and air your view. Mary Kimade, thank you very much for joining us. I appreciate every one of you right there. For some of you, I did not mention their names. Please understand without Peter Mordes right there with us. Edo Soma, Omoye, thank you very much. And thanks the other day. I will appreciate you. Mary Daniel, once again. I can say thank you, thank you, thank you. Mr. Godwin, we see you as well. Thank you, my people. Hassan, Halid Hassan, I see you. Oh, wow, there's a lot of, we need to move on right now. Shima Ozu, thank you. All right, I can see Shima Obi Uzoho. You needed a link to join. Okay, what will happen, please? Be patient. We are coming back live by 2. Okay, by 2. Because if I put a link right now, I'm not sure we will leave here. By 2, we are here. By 5, we're also going to be here. So a link will be put out there so that you can join us and air your view. So this topic will still be part of what we're going to be talking about today. We need to expatiate on it. We need to extend it and talk about it because these people deserve an office. Nigerians, we must wake up. We cannot give Tinubu and Atiku opportunity to rule us again for the next 8 years. If not, everyone will suffer. That's just it. British victim, I see you right there. Thank you, thank you, thank you, my people. Chole Mudia, thank you. Thanks to you as well. My people, I beg, make up permit me, make we go right now. Join us by 2 and 5 p.m. today. It's going to be a hot day. Thank you. God bless you all. Have a blessed day. Have a blessed Thursday, 30th June 2022. Okay, hold on. Let me see who's calling right now. Was it back clicking? Hello, good morning, good afternoon to you. You want to contribute to this, sir?
Yeah, briefly, since we're not going to discuss it, I just want to make a little contribution.
Okay. Yes, leftists will be out by 2 p.m. I don't know what time that's going to be in America, while Kashi will be out by 5 p.m. So all this will be part of it as well. But you can just quickly make a contribution so we can round up on this and prepare to join us again. Say you know our papa now. Go ahead. Thank you, sir. Go ahead, talk to us. Go ahead.
So, it was
your line is breaking. Your line is breaking.
I came.
Okay.
Breaking.
Okay. Since you have something important to say, let me put a link, send a link to you. Join me just to distribute it in 3 minutes and that's it, okay? I'll send a link to this number now. I don't want to put the link on public. I'm so sorry, my people. Understand? Oh, God, all the phones are just ringing now, please. Everybody, please. This is not a discussion time. All right. Okay, let's wait for Mr. Murray. I sent him a link privately so that he can just talk to us. The line was breaking. Okay, Mr. Murray, thank you very much, sir, for joining us. Please talk to us now.
Thank you, my beloved brother Elvis. Thank you for the wonderful job. I joined the broadcast midway. I think it was very deep and insightful. Our brother Iramato did a human's job, but at one point or the other, like every one of us, he also betrays emotion. You know, I don't that it was a very valid opinion. I just want to make one or two things that we shouldn't worry about them. What is happening, like I said yesterday, is a divine intervention for all of us. Because without such an intra-party squabble within PDP and APC, they have held us for, hostage for too long. We'll not be able to break into their ranks. We'll not be able to break their wings. The only thing that can break them is intra-party implosion, like it's happening right now. That was what we did in our local politics back in the days. PDP was so strong between 1999 and 2007 that if you go to their meeting, you want to have a contrary opinion, they will order their boys to beat you up. I was beaten up more than 3 occasions. The only thing that, divided PDP for us was internal problem, internal wrangling like this. So this is the only way we can break. They have accumulated so much money. They have accumulated so much influence. They have accumulated so much thugs. They have accumulated so much evil around them that it will be difficult for Nigerian citizenry to destroy them. The only power, the only force that can destroy them is the force from within. What we did to PDP then was to infiltrate them. We knew we were not going to be accepted. But we just went there to contest so that we could carry more sympathy from the people. So while we were breaking away, people were on our side because we stood for the truth. So that was what led to the destruction of PDP that led to the formation of APC in Edo State. So the same way is happening right now. We should not have sympathy for them. It's all about them. They don't mean well for us. The wicked that was shouting here and there, I give it to wicked. He's very bold. He's very courageous. He has the money to spend. He's vocal. I give it to him, but sometimes he has his own problem. The same people, governors that came together, that was what they did as about declaration. They all came together to say either certain presidency or nothing, which was applaudable, which was good. But at the end of the day, if he's coming to the side, which part of the side should he be? If you want to be fair, if he who wants equity must come with a clean hand. If we are saying we wanted a certain presidency, which part of that south is it that has been neglected for too long? Is it not the southeast? The same thing, the same injustice Ojukwu fought for that led to Nigeria Civil War between 1967 and 1970. 52 years down the line, the same injustice is still what is keeping Nnamdi Kanu in prison. Nobody likes agitation. Nobody likes to fight. Everybody likes unity. If there must be unity, there must be justice. Because you cannot talk of justice and development without unity. So we must have to be united. The wicked, the Okowa, he made a very valid assertion. He corroborated, he complimented the wicked's effort, putting PDPs together. But the interest of PDP must not be the interest of the people. It's not about give me power, PDP, I'm a loyal party member. No, Nigerians are dying. Nigerians are hungry. APC is bad today. The people that really laid the bad foundation is the PDP. How come to discover that PDP wasn't good in governance? They are even worse in opposition. We cannot continue like this, my brother. They don't mean well for us, no pity for them. If we can make well, genuinely, sincerely, for a certain presidency, it's not too late. Now that he has learned his lesson, they say failure or mistake can be success. Only if we can learn from it. He has learned his lessons. Now that he has missed it, has missed the presidential slot, he has missed the first presidential slot. We just have a brother now, a certain brother, at his backyard, Peter Lobi, let him collapse his support in PDP massively. If he was genuine about his certain presidency, let's rally around Obi, let him collapse. All his support, he has a huge followership in PDP. To demonstrate that he was genuine, he was sincere, it wasn't about him and his selfish interest. It's another opportunity now to support our brother Peter Obi. He's still certain presidency. If he was genuine, if he wasn't selfish, if his aspiration wasn't based on selfish interest and personal aggrandizement, this is what I expect of Wike. I know he cannot go to APC. In as much I don't want APC to be compensated for their lackadaisical attitude and killing of people for the past 7 years.
Mr. Mori, I would like to ask you, sorry that I have to interject.
No
Do
problem.
you think that anything can push Wike out of PDP at all?
Yeah, if you want me to go into that, that was the area I was going to. See,
Okay.
you see, Wike is very bold, is very courageous. But when you now take the interests of your party and more than every other person, it becomes dangerous to the people you are representing. You know, if you love your party too much, to the extent that you don't see the fault in it, you know, as soon as PDP jettison their zoning arrangement, that alone was a signal to Wike and his supporters that the Fulani agenda was at play. Don't forget, it was Wike that removed Secondus to create way for a Northerner to become the national chairman. Secondus, a Bresatan brother from Port Harcourt. If you feel Secondus was a bad man, now he must be regretting for bringing Iyocha Ayu, who is more dangerous to him right now. Now, we have all made mistakes. We have humans. We can make mistakes. Now that he has made this mistake, where does he go? He cannot go to APC because of his beef with his former boss, Rotimi Amechi. So the AP, he doesn't like APC. APC is a no-no for him. Now the question is, if he leaves PDP, where does he go? Does he come to Labour fully? No, he doesn't have the courage to do so because they all have skeletons in their cupboard. He's still scared that an Atiku may win. But from the depth of my heart, from the people, I know people that are very close to him, he will not, whether he leaves PDP or not, if he's courageous enough, if I were him, I would pull out of PDP right now. But he cannot pull out because there is still fear that an Atiku may win. If Atiku wins, he's going to deal with a Wike because politicians, you see, they don't forgive themselves. I can give you a series of examples. They don't forgive. They can laugh with you, shake hands with you. As they are drinking tea with you, they have even dagger in their pocket to stab you at your back. So they don't forgive. Whether he leaves PDP or not, whether Atiku wins or not, they're going to deal with Wike. He has already been spotted as an enemy, you know,
Wow.
as somebody that knows too much. So the question is, if he has the courage to leave PDP, to where? But if he decides to leave, whether he leaves PDP or not, he's going to do damage to Atiku. He's not going to support Atiku. If we couldn't give him the presidential ticket, everybody expected them to give him the president VP slot. But Atiku wasn't ready to work with a bully. Somebody cannot be trusted. Somebody that will rub shoulder with him. Somebody that, there cannot be two captains in one ship. If he doesn't have the courage to leave, whether he's staying in PDP or not, he's still going to do what we call anti-party party, which is even more dangerous. Because the enemy you know is better than the agent you don't know. They remain in the party, they will do underground damage. That is more dangerous to them because they have opportunity to wound you because you are not suspected. That you think they are working for you, they are working against you. You know, that was what Lucky Benedu and Yamu did to Osoreme Osumbo in PDP in 2007. That brought Osoreme Osumbo and later, brought to Samuel into power. That is more dangerous. But right now, Duque and his group, they are bitter, they are angry, they are furious. They are not willing to accept an Atiku presidency. By and large, Atiku too must be regretting right now. Iyocha Ayu is Atiku's house boy. So they are ready to damage a PDP. And we should be applauding, we should be happy right now because it's going to be a plus for us, the Nigerian masses who have been yearning and crying for freedom. Thank you very much.
Wow. Thank you very much, Mr. Mori, for that wonderful enlightenment. Like I've always said before, you know this better than me. So we are all learning from each other. So I would like us to do this all over again by 2 p.m. Mr. Leftis will be handling that broadcast, while we'll be out again by 5 p.m. tonight, while Kashi and I will be handling that one as well. So it's going to be a busy season for us till February until we decide our fate. Like our big brother, Mr. Omori just said, these people cannot be trusted. Atiku cannot be trusted. Tinubu cannot be trusted. If you support them, we will remain where we are because these people that is coming out as a candidate for these devilish parties now Trust me, they are part of this same devilish government that is ruling us right now. If you like it or not, if you take it, it's your choice. They are part of it, directly or indirectly. So you bringing them out, become your leader. Trust me, all of us will be affected. Thank you very much, my people. Like I said, join us by 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. today. Thank you. Take care. Thank you, Mr. Mori, and have a blessed day.
Thank you for having me. Bye-bye.